Guys, this is Crystal again, back with the video. Okay, so I don't know if anybody else has seen the San Bernardino Animal Control shelter that is closing, right? And they're doing a whole a free, like you go and you get one for free. Okay, so I just drove an hour and something minutes to San Bernardino to the animal control place, and I was there only for 5 minutes. 5 minutes, and I've been on the road back home to where I live initially in Huntington Park, California. And when I say I only spent 5 minutes there is because the fact that the line was longer than the actual like parking structure place. People were parking alongside of the outskirt of the shelter, and then I went and I tried to park in the store, and I was like, fuck, I was like, I'm all over here. I have my boys come out at 2:15 and 3 o'clock. That line was as long as like maybe 3 hours long. And you know, they have their families and whatever. And the facility itself does not look big at all. It does not look big. It's so small. And I'm like, golly, I was like, man, I really wanted to get an animal because I know I grew up with a lot of animals, having them in my bed, you know, doing all the works with them. My mom has 3 dogs, and they have 3 pit bulls, you know, and they're all freaking girls, all girls, and they fight with each other, and they're big, and they tackle my kids down. They're loving, very protective dogs, don't get me wrong. When I say they tackle my kids down, it's because my kids like to shoot them with the water guns. And they like to punk on them. So what my dogs do, well, not my dogs, but the dogs that are my mom's, they like to get their noses, and they like to like move them and push them. And then once they get a hold of them and my kids drop or something, and they like to get them and they try to put their arm around them and like be cute and whatever. But they're so heavy. They're so heavy, it's like they get squished. And I want a little doggy, you know what I mean? I'm sorry if I'm talking funny. I recently just got my tongue pierced, and it's still in the healing process. I got it done last Friday, so this Friday coming up will be a week already. I could eat and drink and all that type of stuff. It's just really, really, really like achy. When I wake up in the morning, it gets like way more achy. And you know, it just hurts. And then I have to clean it consistently, you know, salt and water. It's really good. Salt and water is really good to clean it and to sterilize it. If you don't want to use mouthwash all the time. But if you use salt and water, make sure you don't overdo it with the salt, because your mouth gets dry. And oh my god, the bar seems like if it gets stuck at the dryness of your bottom of your mouth. And it's so freaking annoying. And then I'm sick at the moment. I don't know what's going on, but I have allergies and I have to keep scratching my nose, dude. Like, honestly, I don't know if anybody else has that feeling. Oh, there's a Starbucks. I want coffee, but I have to itch my nose. I know when I'm gonna start having allergies, when I have to itch my nose. I don't know why, I don't know how, but it's just like a thing where I just have to keep rubbing my nose. And it's so irritating because like my hands sometimes are dirty and I don't want to keep having to touch my nose. And then sometimes I do this with my sweater, and it gives me like a little rug burn because of how much times I'm doing it. So Yeah, so that's why I'm talking really weird. I probably will do a tongue piercing process video in a little bit coming up. Maybe Friday, just so it could be like a 1 week process video. But when I driving over here to San Bernardino, it was smooth, fairly smooth. But once I was in West Covina, like the Pomona area, somewhere in the Pomona area, like more further up from where I'm going, it was stopped. It was completely at a halt. So that's why I'm like, that's why I had to come back, because the line was way too long for me to wait in. And I had called my boyfriend because I had mentioned it to him that I was gonna come drive over here, you know, to see if we can get an animal for our family, you know, like an animal, like a bunny or a parrot, like a bird, like a dog. My boyfriend dislikes cats. I'm a cat girl. I've always had cats. So with that being said, I was just like hoping to get an animal today, but that wasn't the case. You know, God has a plan for all of us, and it probably wasn't my time to get an animal. Unfortunately, I would have given it so much love. Like, I was so looking forward to this. You know, I just really want an animal. Like, I don't know what it is in me, but I really need one. Like, I need a companion. Like I said, I've always had cats. I've always been, I've always been the one to have animals. You know, I was a little girl who would get all the little animals in the street and try to bring them home. And my dad would get mad at me all the time and say, this is not an animal shelter. You know? And I had times where the animal would die. And he would say, like, you just bring animals over here and they just, you know, pass away and you get all sad. And I did get sad because I wanted, you know, I like to help the animals and I want to give it love and compassion and all these types of mumbo jumbo. But, okay, so we're already here. The traffic. And I hate it because I'm driving a standard car. I hate it. These are like where the hills are too, and they're fixing the roads right now, and they're like, I hate it when they put that little line in the middle, just because it like takes the car, like it moves your fucking tires the opposite way, and that scares me. Right now I'm driving in 6th gear. Now I'm driving in 6th gear. I was driving in 5th gear. I get anxiety driving. I've been in a car crash before. I've been like in an incident where somebody tried to run me off of the damn road. Yeah, it's just so weird. And I came by myself too. I didn't want to bring anybody. Just because, like, I don't want to hear them, like, oh my god, it's so long, blah, blah, blah. You know. So, I'm just driving. I wish I could play music for y'all, but I don't know how that whole copyright thing is still. I mean, I can't play nobody else's music, but, you know. I don't know how other people in their videos play it, and you know, I don't know how that works yet. You know, I'm not a pro at YouTube. I just upload random videos to my account here and there, you know. Yeah, so I'm gonna actually let you guys go here. I'm right here on by Citrus Street and Azusa Avenue, by Eastland Center, by the Eastland Center. I'm on the freeway at the moment, and it's really, really packed. And I hate that they put this little, like this boulder thing in the middle of the road. It just gets me scared. Just because I don't know, the lines, I'm telling you, the lines in the road They need to make the fucking road like one whole surface, not no ridges in the fucking in the street. Like, they need to make it all straight, because this is ridiculous. Because for beginning drivers, dude, that will fucking frighten you. No matter how good of a driver you are, those lines on the floor will take your car. That's why you have to drive like cautiously when you're on it with your two hands. And then sometimes I can't hold the steering wheel with my two hands because I have to shift my gear. I mean, you know, work my gearbox. And it's so annoying. So yeah, I'm gonna cut the video right here, and I will see y'all when I post another video randomly. So I hope you guys like it. Like, comment, and subscribe if you like. So I'll see you guys soon. Okay? Peace.